Hello, my name is Mike Perkins, and I'm going to be talking to you about picking a topic for the final paper and working with groups, a human services class. Now, there are two issues that we need to consider. The first is pretty general, and the second one is much more specific. The first thing we need to consider is that this group that we're reading about in this textbook is about small group dynamics. And so any paper that you do, any topic that you pick, has to be connected some way with small group dynamics. Now, that begs the question, what is small group dynamics? And that's defined for us rather nicely in the textbook, and I'm going to read what the textbook has to say in defining small group dynamics. A small enough number of people for each to be aware of and have some reaction to each other. And now it gets very specific. Typically 3 to 7, rarely more than 15. Notice that it didn't say 2 people. 2 people is not considered a group. In the social sciences and psychology and sociology, human services and social work, 2 people is what we refer to as a dyad. There are special circumstances and special dynamics that go along with a dyad, with 2 people. Notice also that it didn't say anything about a family. It was kind of silent with that. A family is in a way a group, but maybe a special kind of group. So there are some factors of small group dynamics that apply to families, and there are perhaps some factors about families, some things about families that apply to small groups. But there's a difference. There's a differentiation between what is a family and what is a group. So the two are very, very different. So after you have a good grasp, and I suggest that you read the first chapter carefully with this in mind, after you have a grasp of what a small group is, or at least what the characteristics of it are, then look for a topic. I highly suggest that you look for something that you're interested in, or for something that will be useful for you in your line of work. For example, if you're in charge of a squad in a military unit, that's certainly a small group. It meets the definition of a small group. And writing about the dynamics of that would certainly fall within the purview of this paper. You can't write about death row, but in general, but you could write about the guards that work on death row. That would constitute a small group. Or you could write about the inmates that live on death row, waiting for their sentence to be carried out, or waiting for some kind of court action that's going to set them free. So think about the examples that I've given. Read chapter 1 carefully with this in mind, and then pick a topic and run the topic by me for final approval. And I hope this will help you to be successful in picking your topic. That's the first step in writing a good final paper for this class. Thank you.